I haven't done a good atheist video in a long time. Heck, I don't think I've ever just done a good atheist video without getting my politics in it. You know, a social conservative, techno agrarian, yada 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 yada. Just gonna do it. 5 atheist question video. I saw this through one of my subs, or yeah, someone I'm sub to, and then to Inmendham. So I'm gonna forward this back to him. Okay, because it had 5 good questions, and frankly, you know, let's go. You know what I mean? Judgment Day. What would you say to God? I would say so. You're really L of of the Canaanites, aren't you? And your wife was Aserat, who was really Aphrodite, and you posed as Poseidon, and and Baal was actually the chief of the Pathos, and he was messing around with Aphrodite, and what's up with all that? Now, really, the juicy detail. Oh, I don't know. When I saw God, I'd say, okay, well, that was simple. Why didn't you just show yourself freaking 40 years ago and stuff, or 60 or whatever I would make it to, and freaking that would have been easy. Fire, you know, fire, billowy clouds. Oh, okay, billowy clouds. They're not gonna sing Kumbaya, are they? Anyway, uh, what evidence is sufficient to believe in God? Hmm. Wow. I would have to say holly fence. If I saw a little flying holly fence flying by like Dumbo with golden fur and friggin' a horn that would knock down walls, or if lightning struck a tree and friggin' out popped a friggin' herd of jackalope, that would be proof enough for me. You know? That would be so cool. You know what I mean? You know, you know. Other than that, yeah, it had to be some cosmological rearrangement of matter and energy, and an omnipresent voice bellowing from the whole of the skies that said, "Hey, here it is." Oh, and by the way, the people across the street, the guy who just dropped his 40 at the liquor store, the 5 cars went crashing into each other, and all the freaking spirits went flying back up to heaven. They saw it too. And some guy with his freaking cell phone or camcorder was catching it all on video, and it was coming up. You know, that's what I would believe. Okay, what do you think of the new atheist movement? Oh, I'm not going to get into my politics here, but I am a secular social conservative. Some people ask me, why aren't you a Christian? Well, because there's nothing out there to be a Christian too. And, it's like that Metallica song, cannot the kingdom of salvation take me home? Well, when a man lies, he lies to himself. And these are the pale imitations of life I cannot bear. You know the real quote. To live is to die. I'm sorry, oh shoot, what question was I don't know. Anyway, no. You know, just, you can't make a theme out of it. It's just a reality. That's all it is. Uh, you know? Okay, enough of this serious stuff. How does atheism affect your life? Oh, God. I don't know. In some ways, it affects it because it gives a certain perspective on things. In other ways, I'm not sure it's not a hindrance to me. I listened to a song in high school after a friend of mine died, and it was like losing my religion, and that's the way I felt. That old REM song, it was just gone, And from there, I've tried to make sense of it after that, and there is no unpart or reparting. There is no closing the veils. Once the friggin' curtains to truth have been opened, the truth is we live in a universe of law. I always know this in my head, but I can't ever say it right. We live in a universe governed by the laws of physics and nature. It's just the birds and the bees, the ducks in the ponds, and the friggin' algae in the pond, or smog in the sky. I don't know. What is real is real. So it can be daunting, I think, sometimes. Sometimes I find it a little disheartening sometimes, It's like, ooh. It's almost eldritch in a way sometimes, it's like entropy is freaking the devil, and you stare too far into the abyss, and the abyss stares back into you. Sometimes it's not fun. I sometimes see things. I've seen accidents and stuff, and I just like, there's no illusions there, and it's like, oh my gosh, oh, what's more important? Acquiring as many true beliefs as possible, or not acquiring as many false beliefs as possible? Maybe it's me. Well, it probably is me. But I think trying to seek truth will lead you astray. I think determinism is a better option. So I would say not acquiring as many false beliefs as possible. Deductive process. Skepticism. Determinism. Well, this doesn't make as much sense as that, and that doesn't make as much sense as this. So even though we may wholly accept that the universe is a secular universe governed by the laws of physics and nature, we do this by deduction. And, gravity falls down. Nature grows up, entropy happens. And those are the 5 amazing facts, personally, That's what I think. How did I get 8 minutes and 41 seconds? That's the stuff that throws me. Is if friggin' the devil's in the details, God's in the probabilities,